2 years before that, I was in Thailand and Cambodia, and
I'm headed to
and Philippines.
Thailand and the Philippines.
Yeah.
I just got to talk to my girlfriend in the Philippines on the phone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's Rudy's retirement plan.
Oh, yeah.
Where does she live?
She lives in a place called Dumaguete.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite town in the Philippines.
A lot of people,
You know how to choose them, man.
a lot of people tell me about that place.
Yeah.
I've seen it on blogs and stuff, you know.
Negros.
Yeah, Negros,
Yeah, man.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
where she lives. Her and her 12-year-old daughter.
Voted the best place to retire in the Philippines like a decade ago.
Sure was.
For a long time,
That's right.
it's been mountains, beaches. There's this place called the Jungle Camp.
Yep.
You been there before?
I haven't been yet.
Go to the Jungle
I'm
Camp.
going though.
30 minutes down the coast is this place called Downey. Some of the best snorkeling.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
say it is. Yeah, I heard that.
So what the hell are you doing in the Philippines?
I was just kind of on a sabbatical, just like a life, playing disc golf tournaments, but
What'd you do before you went on a sabbatical?
I was working in the Bay Area,
Okay.
so I could live
San
there.
Francisco.
You got it,
I
man.
used to live there.
1 month there was about the same cost as 10 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Bay Area compared to here is ridiculous. I'm assuming. You know, I can't. What, Texas too, right?
Shit, if I moved into the house across the street from me, my house would double, or my rent would double, if not almost triple. I've been in my same house for like 13 years, paying month to month.
Really?
They want me to sign a different lease, so I said, you gotta give me a reason, give me a better price. So we've been stuck there for month to month for 13 years.
You keep paying. I wish that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like,
Finding someone that keeps paying.
I usually pay a couple months in advance, so they usually love me. And
Yeah.
they never hit me with a late fee. 'Cause
Check it
I
out.
work out of town or travel all the time, so like they've always been pretty lenient. I've paid rent, but like 1 month it was like almost a month and a half late because I never made it home between work projects. But I was out for like 2.5 months, and I was like, I mean, I got the money, but I pay rent in cash, which that's also clutch.
Yeah. So you've been to Thailand too?
yeah. It's been about 8 months in Thailand, mostly all in Chiang Mai.
I got a friend, I was just going to tell you, one of my friends live in Chiang Mai.
Who's that?
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Who's that? You don't know a guy named Barrett, do you?
No, his name is Brooke.
Brooke, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know Brooke. Cool.
Yeah.
There's like everybody kind of knows it. Everybody
The
knows. Yeah.
Expats. So are you like interested in leaving, or are you just doing? Is it
No, I'm looking to get money again. And that's the thing. You don't go to
Yeah,
Asia
yeah,
for money.
money, no.
You go
No.
there when you already have money.
Right,
It's like,
right.
That makes sense.
So yeah, Bay Area's
Hold on,
expensive.
hold on. You come back to America to make money?
Yeah.
You have an education?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. I'm about to say, dude,
Yeah.
you don't make money in America unless you're educated.
Or you know the right person.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Often, even when you have the skills, it's almost like always who you know. It's like-
No, I get that.
yeah.
But compared to Asia, America's super expensive.
Well,
Depends which
Alright.
part of Asia. Yeah. Japan.
Oh no, I'm not interested in Japan at all.
It's way too expensive.
the wheat
I'm
thing.
interested in maybe Cambodia, Thailand, the Philippines.
I did 8 months in Cambodia.
You did?
Only Siem Reap. And that's the
Yeah.
only place I could recommend
Wow,
to
I
you.
don't believe this. I got a friend in Siem Reap too.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Rudy's been on
In
this
fact,
trip
he wants me
since
to
COVID.
move there to Siem Reap.
I lived there for 7 months, just like recently.
Yeah.
And it's because bang for the buck for food, best place in the world I've ever
He
been.
told me he's living there off of $850 a month.
Easy. I was doing $160 a month for rent, and then my average meal was about $4,
Yeah.
and that was eaten proper.
Good. Yeah.
You rent a house or you rent an apartment?
A house.
How many bedrooms?
3.
So like twice the size of mine, you say?
We don't have a basement though.
Oh, okay.
Which that's
You don't have a lot of water. Why don't you have basements?
There's a lot of places in America don't have basements.
Yeah, a lot of places in the South just
Yeah.
too close to sea level.
There's no basements.
We have attics, but nobody wants to go in a fucking attic.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
100 degrees outside that attic. 120 and fuck. Murder.
There have been places I mentioned a basement. They say, what?
Dude, I wish I had a basement.
A
Like, I would-
basement? What's that?
If I build a house, it's going to be up on property just so I can make a basement that's really like a half level lower. Just to have it, make it where I can walk out.
It does get cooler down there. I thought about going, like, just building an underground house. Like one of those ones you see where it's got, like, the front is in the side of a like a mountain or
or a
some shit
hill,
like that,
or a big hill.
Yeah.
Or you can make a hill.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. I'm just going to have a drive up, fucking like half story up higher, and there's my first floor is just below it.
Yeah.
And regular first floor we walk in up top.
I've been looking at real estate in Asia.
Somebody about to move to
In the
Tulum.
Philippines, I think I'm going to build a house. I think so.
I lived there for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm going to work a year here. I'll make enough money to build a house, buy the land. I can't buy it. My girlfriend can buy it. 'Cause foreigners can't own any land. You can lease, but you can't own. But I want to build a small house. So when I go there, I have a place to stay, you know.
Dumaguete?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, yeah. That's,
Right on the outskirts of Dumaguete.
fuck yeah.
Have you ever thought about South? Like Mexico or any of the... My brother tried Costa Rica. It wasn't for them, but I don't know why. I never actually got the reason why. But
One of the guys I play darts with, he just bought a condo in Costa Rica.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was a fucking... They had a coffee farm for like, it was like 150 grand or 125 grand for a coffee farm with a decent house. The house wasn't usable. He's like, my brother said you have to build a house
Yeah.
type thing, but it was set up. It had coffee section, it had bananas, and it had a couple other things on the property that was growing. But I don't know why he didn't like it.
The reason why I like the Philippines over Thailand, although I do like Thailand too, I can live cheaper in the Philippines, and most of the people in the Philippines speak English.
Yep.
So almost all of them speak English. Now my girlfriend, she speaks broken English. She speaks Messiah, and she speaks broken English, but I can understand most of it.
Longo?
Huh?
Longo? Besides, like, the big
Yeah.
group of, and then they, like, there's
Yeah,
a bunch of...
there's a whole bunch of
yeah.
languages. She speaks
Dialects.
Messiah. What's the other one? Can't think of the name of the other one.
That would be crazy.
But she's trying to teach me some Messiah.
Yeah, they won 3 Miss Universes in 5 years.
Sure did.
And they've got, like, they're like the
He's
Pacific, they're like the Pacific Islander Asian, but the Spanish went there like 400 years ago, so
Yep.
they're like also like Latinas. And it's like this exotic.
You got all, yeah, they're mixed up. But, and Messiah is just like Spanish almost. They use some of the same words.
Huh.
The Spanish capital when they were there is Bacolod.
Yeah,
which is
Bacolod.
on the same island as
Yep, yep,
Dumaguete.
Yep.
That's why Dumaguete is so fucking awesome. That, and it's right along that water passage with Cebu.
Yeah, with Cebu and
You get whale sharks.
Sikihor Island.
Sikihor.
Yeah, man, I can't wait.
There's magical potions in Sikihor.
I can't wait.
And there's a tree the size of like a fucking like school.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's huge.
How many people are in these villages?
What do you mean village? No.
Those places, cities.
Well, Dumaguete is about 150 to 180,000 people, I believe, something like
That's not
that.
That's
that
big.
much.
But Cebu and Manila, they're like 20 million.
Yeah, because that's
10
what I'm,
million.
that's what I'm worried. I don't want to.
You don't want to go there.
No.
No.
I mean,
No, the poverty there is astounding. It would completely blow your fucking mind.
Well, for one, I don't really want to go anywhere where it's not legal to smoke weed. I did Sweden twice, and I'd probably go back to Sweden again because I have a friend that lives there, so he can get weed for me. But I did not like
Well, I can
that
live.
part of it.
I can live cheaper in the Philippines than Thailand, but to fly from Dumaguete into Thailand is about 45-minute airplane ride. I think it costs about 60 or 80 bucks.
'Cause
So on the
Thailand-
weekends, I can fly into Thailand and smoke weed because it's legal there.
Most of my experience is Thailand's cheaper than Philippines. But if you're in a place like Dumaguete, then I could
I
see
think
it
it's
being cheaper.
They're close. They're real close. They are. They're close.
But it's the weed, the price of the weed for the quality in the Philippines, and I've known some people, horrible.
Yeah.
In
Oh.
Thailand,
Yeah.
oh goodness, they have the best.
Yeah.
Well, Thailand's legal, so it's
Yeah.
like they're actually, and the government, from what I understand, is actually putting effort into like at some point when the world market opens up, Thailand has like the mindset of being on the forefront
Yeah.
of filling, like they plan on filling fucking Europe with their weed, because again they already have a name synonymous to it in a lot of places,
But
especially the old heads.
But
You're Thai, and they're like, oh,
when
that's
you're in the
good shit.
Philippines, you smoked weed.
Hell yeah, I smoke weed everywhere I go. I fly with it.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. So the police don't crack down on weed there. I heard.
Well, like I'm not doing it in front of the police.
Gotcha.
But if
So
they
there are
came
people
along-
there that smoke weed.
All,
Everywhere.
yeah,
There's people that smoke weed everywhere, brother.
the rule of thumb with most police incidents, if you, any traffic incident,
Yeah,
You
homies
just pay 'em
in
off.
Russia.
Pay 'em off,
there's
yeah.
somebody
pay 'em
that
off, and
could
I
be
think it's
stoned.
like
They
you
got
give them what is it like
X pounds, and I'm like,
500 pesos, which is like
That's not
10 bucks.
It's like 10
I was
bucks.
like,
yeah.
all right.
That's-
'Cause,
they
like,
turn
I
the
figured
blind
that's one of
eye.
those
Yeah.
places where it's super
That part
legal.
is good, I guess.
I feel
If you
like
got money,
it's luck. Russia is one of those places, unless you're hooked up. Obviously, if you know somebody in the situation, Russia is one of those places where you get off. But like here,
I mean, Brittany Griner, fucking that basketball player, brought a fucking pen to fucking Russia
Yeah.
and went to jail.
yeah, and again, that's luck. Because again, how many people flew through and they're not a 6'10" black woman.
she must have been smoking it. Like she must have drawn attention.
She might have, or again, she's a 6'10"
Well,
black
well,
woman.
like
in
that, she's
Russia.
gonna draw attention
Yeah,
anyway.
you know, she's gonna draw
There's
attention.
no way
Profile.
she's not gonna.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and on top of that, that was all political.
For sure.
Yeah, it was.
Like it was
It's
Putin
cool.
knew he could get a gay black woman and put her in jail and
But she-
piss off the libs in America.
But
Like, he knew what he was
She tried to smuggle that shit in.
doing. Again, yeah, she's an
You
idiot.
know she tried
and she
to.
probably already had. She's played there for many years.
Yes.
So she probably
She'd done it
every
before.
single year
She had done
she
it
showed up
before.
with the same shit and never had an issue. And this
Right.
year it just didn't work that way.
Exactly.
But that's the problem with America. With like, I don't want to go to places like I'll visit him because it's him, but I don't want to go to Texas. I have no interest in going to Texas.
Been
One of
there,
the
done
reasons
that.
I don't listen to Rogan anymore
Been there,
is because
done that.
Rogan smokes weed in Texas, while other people are going to jail in Texas for weed. That bothers me more than anything. I hate.
They haven't
hypocritical
changed the
bullshit.
laws in Texas yet.
It's about to go even worse, which is
Yeah.
wild because, like, the city of Austin, where the capital is, it's decriminalized, where the politicians are.
Yeah.
But the rest of the state, like, they've
That's
got
wild.
we've got somebody pushing that's literally got over $500,000 last year and this year between Anheuser-Busch and the Texas Beer and Alcohol. Fucking,
That's
Yeah, they
why-
want to. They're trying to get rid of the legal stuff that
THCA, the CBD,
stuff that's
fucking
in the
hemp,
stores or whatever. Yeah, they're trying to get
which
rid of
is,
that too.
and as well as the medical, which they had just recently opened up their medical thing from.
They did.
Like little small things, like
Oh, okay.
you've got to be super classified. Like my
This
fucked up
Texas,
back,
right?
bad knees,
We're talking
none of
about-
that shit's
Not
We're
helping.
like-
talking about
yeah.
Texas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me see. I went to. Okay. I was driving from Detroit to California.
what
What?
the
Hold
hell
on.
would you go through?
Hold on,
Texas?
hold on. What year is this?
89.
You have to put in perspective.
Eight-
We're young as fuck. This motherfucker was doing shit
Eight-
before I was born.
89.
And I'm old.
It was 89.
Okay.
So I'm.
I think we were all born.
So
We're all born, but that's a different world than we are in now.
So I'm driving through the South, and I'm driving a big ass '98 Luxury sedan, brand new. Okay, so we driving along, and
That's a boat, bro.
we got a flat tire. So we drove into Dallas. Drove into Dallas.
Why did you go, like he said, Why are you coming down?
That's the longest way to get to California.
Why'd you go through Texas to get to California?
so
Because we
far.
left from Mississippi.
Oh, you
Oh.
didn't specify
You said
that.
coming. Okay.
I thought you
We
were
left
talking
from Mississippi.
said from
I thought you were
Detroit.
talking from Detroit.
Yeah.
Believe
I was
me,
like, I'm
I've
so
driven back and forth to California 4 times.
All right,
But
that's a drive.
yeah, it's a drive. One time I did it in 38 hours. But yeah, so
20 hours.
driving back, you know, it
Well,
was
okay.
this park. We had to kill time for something. I can't remember what it was now. So it was this park. So we parked in this park. There was a guy with his trunk open. And I was like, I smell weed. And I looked, this guy was smoking a joint. So, you know, I got out the car and slowly moseyed over there. And this guy's selling weed out the trunk of his car. And the weed was monster. Oh my God. It was we came
Weren't
back.
you worried?
We came back the next day to get 2 more ounces because we were headed to California to get 2 more ounces. All that shit was gone.
Weren't you a little paranoid? Like I'd be like
Yeah, I was
a
paranoid.
cop or some shit.
For sure.
Yeah, I was paranoid. I'm driving through the stop, and the girl I was with looked like a white girl. She wasn't, but if she walked out here right now, you'd think she was white, but she wasn't. But yeah, so a lot of fun that was.
Yeah, that's crazy. I stopped smoking because I quit smoking weed when I was like 19.
So when did you start smoking? You quit at 19.
I mean, I started when I was
13.
18.
Okay.
I couldn't smoke in the house. I was a very sheltered, not sheltered. Shelter's not the right word.
They tried to-
Sheltered's the right word if you think the people in North Korea are sheltered. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. It was forced sheltering.
Yeah.
So I don't really smoke weed because don't have access to it, and my dad's not a smoker. Like
Oh, my parents were definitely not. But
my dad did. My stepmom did. My stepmom smoked like not like a motherfucker, but I bet she did because she like partied with Led Zeppelin. She partied with fucking
she
Pink
smoked.
Floyd because she lived in
She
Dayton.
smoked.
Well, she lived in Dayton, so she was like during that age when they were going through there the whole time. She
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking. Oh, she did a lot of shit. Coke. She was a partier. Huh?
I love me some Catan.
Oh, dude.
Fine game.
Yes, one of those games that it makes it's so much better than every other game. Almost every other game. I do like there's a game. You ever played Carcassonne before? This little one right here.
No.
It's a puzzle game, and the premise is each puzzle piece has either city, road, or grass, or water. Not water.
What's the name again?
Carcassonne.
Yes,
It's
I've heard.
based off of Carcassonne, of France, the city of Carcassonne or whatever. And every game's different. I have a big box set. I don't know. Oh, I left it at someone else's house. But like, it starts with a river, and then you build off of that, and the shit gets fucking huge. But Catan is better for 4 people because you can get through like 2 or 3 games. But we went and played with our friends up in some disc golfers from the area. And I don't know how you guys are when you play it, but we're ruthless as fuck, man. Like, if we're stealing shit, we're stealing shit. If we're doing shit like, I'm not trading with you. Like, I have one guy, 9 times out of 10, he'll start the game with wood and. So it's like, you gotta give me 2 cards for one. It's like a constant, like, the people we're playing with, they rolled a 7, they moved it to a spot, number 12, where there was nobody at. We're confused. We're like, okay, they don't want to steal from somebody. So then I roll a 7, I move that bitch right on the person I was supposed to move it on. And they're fucking mad at me. They're like, are you actually going to steal a card from me? I'm like, well, yeah.
That's how you play the game.
That's how you play the game.
Yeah, that's
They're
part
like,
of it,
oh,
yeah.
we never do that. They even put like, you know how the city version, or there's a version
Cities and Nights.
yeah, there's City Nights where it has that gold, the one that's whatever you want it to be, or some shit like that. They put that in every fucking game. They'll play 4 people on a fucking full-size 6-player game. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Well, I don't
I've
know.
never played Catan.
Never played Catan?
You got down with some board games, so definitely. I got a buddy that every year goes to Vegas for the World Series board games.
Oh Lord, dude, that guaranteed the Catan's played there.
Oh, for sure.
That's-
I play a lot of the other games.
Fucking.
Zool, fucking, what's it, Wingspan?
Mm.
Like a pirate game, fucking. Taking a ride.
Yep. We play a lot. We used to play a lot, but we don't play like we used to. I even bought Scotland Yard from back in the day. Because I remember my parents used to play the shit.
Oh.
It's some game where you're in. It's London. It's got taxis, buses, and subways. Like the map has got set up like that, and you have to run around. 5 people are trying to catch one person, Mr. X. And Mr. X isn't showing his spot. He doesn't show himself, but every 3 or 5 turns. So like you've got to try to catch him while he's running around doing his thing, escaping. It's like cat and mouse in
That's
London.
dope as fuck.
The simulation.
The simulation. You know it.
The simulation.
You know it. Did you ever play the Game of Thrones one?
Wow, I didn't know it existed.
It is. I played it. We played it one time. It's a lot because you have the wall, and you have wildlings constantly coming over. Every turn, wildlings are trying to climb the wall and come over the wall. So you have to not only pay attention to what you're doing to just build roads and all that shit, but you have to spend resources to make sure you watch because wildlings shut your. They're like robbers. They shut your shit down. They just keep coming. They never stop. So the more they get
You
there,
gotta keep
the
it
more-
alive.
yeah, you gotta. It's tough. And then the rise of Incas is crazy because your first settlements degrade. You get to a peak, and then they die off, and you have to set up new settlements. And they get to a peak. It's like 3 phases you have to go through.
Yeah, I had not heard of that one either.
Yeah,
But
no,
I've done the seafarers.
those 2 were. I don't even know how I got them. To be honest with you, someone was like,
There's
"Oh, look at
another
that."
one up there, too.
What's that?
Above Rudy's head.
Oh yeah, that's the original one we had. That's one because that one's beat to hell, and that's the newer one.
Says beat to hell.
Yeah, like the cards are pretty. Like some of the cards we have, you can't even see the fucking. Like it's hard to see what it is. But really want to get the fucking. They got the $300 version now. It's all like 3D, so it's all etched up. Each fucking different tiles got its own woods and shit like that, mountains. That's the way to do it.
I've seen the electronic boards to where you don't even have to set it up. You can just like hit the button and it randomly assorts it for you.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I've not seen that. That's sweet.
yeah. You ever played Game of Thrones, the card game, where you have the map?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's another good like strategy resource-based game.
Really?
And you have based on which like family you choose, they all have different
Different
traits and
traits, yeah.
characters and abilities. And
Nice. That's basically all that. When I was younger, we played the fucking Axis and Allies a couple times. You ever seen that? That shit's fucking nuts. That's Risk on steroids.
Never went there, yeah.
It's Axis versus Allies, so it's World War II.
Yeah.
At the point where Russia's like really small and getting beat down. Germany's pretty big. Japan's decently sized. America's just kind of coming into the war, and England's got its navy. So like you get to be one of those different things.
Factions.
Yeah, and you have to play Risk. It's just like Risk, but it's like
But is it
you have your guys, your tanks. You have aircraft carriers, and you have little planes that land on the aircraft carriers. So, like, if you're America, you can build an aircraft carrier over on the West Coast and move it over with 3 planes on it. And those 3 planes can then fly as long as they can get to the fucking place that you're attacking and get back to the
Run
thing.
missions?
They can go fly and try to attack. Like it's
They call them swords.
bombers. They got you have to run bombers and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
cool as hell.
Oh, dude, it's fucking deep. Like, it's one of those games that if you play with the right people, it can take you like a month.
Yeah.
I've heard it's like the most epic game.
It is. It's like, literally, you have to fucking put these planes on, like, you're just building, like, armies of fucking crate. Like,
Yeah.
it's too much for me.
It's war.
I got a random segue thought. So you mentioned Axis and Allies. in Hawaii, they have a deer species that was brought out there by King Kamehameha. Like they brought a lot of different, like the cows and the chickens and whatnot. The name of the deer is called the Axis deer because if you trace like where the Polynesians came from, it's like over where the Axis was.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
Wow,
anyways.
that's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's deep.
It's an Axis deer in Texas. I'm curious now.
You think Texas is gonna succeed?
No.
Secede?
Yeah, no, it's
I
not.
wish. Sometimes.
It's not.
We could.
Well, what happened? If it did, do you know that? You know what that means, right?
I mean, we never
That
saw-
means Texas would be its own country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. If it.
We
If
have our own-
I
We
mean,
don't
Texas
want
is
that.
bigger than a lot of countries. Don't get me
we
wrong.
want Texas.
Don't get me
Well,
wrong.
we got our own ports. We got our own fucking.
Guns.
We got our own fucking
We want
refineries.
Texas.
All that shit.
Right. Most of
Cattle.
for sure.
Texas has a lot of muscle and oil.
All money. But during the recession, we never really saw it.
a lot of space.
Monster cities. I mean, 3 of the 10 biggest cities in America are in Texas.
Yeah, and I mean that's the space. There's so much fucking space.
Well, man, you drive across, but
Shit,
when I
from
drove
my house
across
to-
Houston's
Texas,
crazy.
when I
My
drove
house to
across
LA,
Texas, it was like
It's
for a
half the
long
drive.
time. It's
Texas.
just
Let's think about
flat.
that. Jesus.
And you're driving, and you're driving. I said, God damn, where are we ever gonna get out of this state?
It's like on I-10 from
Oh, it's a
Big Dip.
motherfucker.
For sure.
Its exits like 1,100 or something like that.
Oh, it's a motherfucker.
Like it's ridiculous.
I drove across the top of that.
From Houston to Cali, it's a 24-hour drive, and 12 hours of it's in Texas.
Yeah, I believe it.
Good lord.
It's an insane thought to think about.
I mean, this country itself, in size-wise,
And then when you come out of
con-
Texas,
compared to where you just were, Hawaii and Thailand, because those are small areas in theory. They fit a lot of people in those little islands.
We're up high.
I think the Philippines has the 7th largest island in the world. Yes, the 7th largest, largest island. There's 7,000 islands in the Philippines.
Yep. I went to Mindanao 3 times.
No shit.
Yeah.
I think I'd be afraid to go to Mindanao.
Yeah, I was afraid.
Yeah, because you can get kidnapped in Mindanao.
That was the first time I actually felt racial profiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't that kind of uncomfortable?
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
like when you're uncomfortable, you grow. You know.
Well, that's true as long as you don't die.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Coming from Kentucky as a white guy, like I never felt much of
Right,
it, you
right,
know?
right,
And it's
right,
like
right.
and it's good to know what it feels like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit. No shit.
So, why? Why did you feel? I don't know nothing about.
Oh, in Mindanao,
I don't know nothing about the
That's
city
where the
you guys-
rebels are. In Mindanao.
That's where the Muslims are.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
the government is America. And
And they got rebels up in the mountains and shit.
Gotcha.
And they've been fighting them.
Because the people, like, the Philippines itself isn't Muslim, but it has small Muslim sects still in it.
large.
Yeah,
They have
there's
their
a
own
lot.
island, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's, Islam.
I mean,
is
they get
wide-
along.
Islam is widespread.
Yeah, they get along. I mean, I haven't seen anything where they didn't get along, But, yes, there's a lot of Muslims
And
in the Philippines.
is it because you feel like they might tag you as worth something to steal? Like,
Kidnap you and ransom
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm talking about. Like, is that actually a real fear?
See
That
if you
happens?
stand out.
See, in the Philippines, there's so many poor people that they think almost all Americans, especially white Americans, are rich. They think they're all rich. And by their standards, we are. Even us.
Yeah, I know.
By their standards, we're rich. So, they were kidnapping people and ransom to get money. For arms, they lived up in the mountains, they didn't want food, they need ammunition, all that shit. So, if you went up there by yourself and you didn't know people, you could get kidnapped.
They had people looking out for me, so
Yeah, my girlfriend won't even go. She said she goes there by nightfall. She said it all. She won't even be up there, just especially in the mountains, not at night.
I bet there's some mountain areas in Kentucky you don't want to be at night either.
Eastern, yeah.
Hello,
We were at
Then
that.
the hillbillies.
hello.
We went to
Redneck Mafia, or what was it called? They had out there. Hillbilly Mafia?
Some kind of mafia.
Something like that.
ransoms never seem to work.
What?
It doesn't seem like a viable option
It depends.
for making money.
It depends.
Like
on where
stealing
you
someone's
are.
shit and
It-
then selling it seems like a way better option.
If you're somewhere where everything is corrupt, it's the perfect thing.
Is it though?
Sure. Bribery.
You got, but okay.
But somebody's seen your face.
If
I'm walking around looking like I normally
wait,
would,
wait,
and they
wait,
take me.
wait, wait.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna take this guy. We go all through this work, and then we call, and there's no one to call because the guy they call is like, yeah, I'm not paying. Like,
Well, not,
then I just gotta shoot
if
the
they're
guy.
your family, if that's your husband, or if that's your wife,
I
or that's
know,
your
but-
kid, you're paying that fucking ransom.
I'm just
It
saying.
might only be $2,000 or $3,000 bucks.
But there's the odds that you get a person, especially if they're American, where the family don't give two fucks about the person anyway.
Well, the government will.
Really?
The
The,
embassy.
government doesn't pay fucking ransoms, I thought.
They try to get you out of the situation. I'm saying. The embassy will try to get you out of the situation.
Oh,
You know.
you have faith in
They
that?
know. They
Don't
They
believe in our
know-
government here.
Look,
Why would I believe in
they-
our government
this is
there?
what it's all about, dude.
Yes, that's my point. I don't have the money. So I accidentally wear a watch that makes me look like I'm worth more than I am. They take me, and they're like, oh, fuck, he's not worth shit.
You take your watch and kick your ass out.
Yeah, probably.
Like you're on a back road somewhere at 12 o'clock at night.
Nah.
They're gonna end you.
Yeah, and then
You're gonna end up
leave
in a pilot in the,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the dirt.
Yeah, a lot of people go up
Can't
there.
have a trail.
A lot of people go up there.
There, the jungle will eat you quick.
A lot of people go up there and they're never seen again. Never seen again. So and you know, you can't really go by the American government, but the State Department says that's a red zone that you shouldn't go there.
Well, he says it's one of those places you probably should be worried about.
It's under martial law. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather not go to a place with martial law if possible. That seems dangerous.
Mindanao. I like the name though.
And I had sports clinics down there, so I went working with this Team Pilipinas program. On top like 20 different islands.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
It was an awesome experience.
I know. Had to be. Had to be.
So you guys play this weekend, huh?
I do. You just happen to be able to time it when we be back in the States and get a caddy for me. And
Oh, nice.
he introduced me to one of his good homies that for the last 2 years I've gone out there to, his family has an island, or a cottage out on the island. They don't own the whole island, but it's a little small piece.
Yeah.
But it's like a little two-bedroom cottage, but yeah, always a good time. Out on Lake Erie.
Oh, nice.
It's, from a southern perspective, I knew there's islands in the Great Lakes and big as fuck, but
There's a bunch of islands in
I
the Great
never-
Lakes and in Ohio.
I never thought about it as a place where people in summer and, I mean, it makes sense now, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's never crossed my mind. But yeah, it's like the Caribbean, but in the wintertime, so like, there's a fire, you can have a fire, you get to wear sweats and a hoodie at night in the morning, and then it's like shorts and a t-shirt or a tank top, and I don't think it's hot enough I think about sunscreen or doing anything.
Oh, yeah, I'm
It's
sure this
like
is
gorgeous,
nothing.
yeah.
I'm sure this is
Highs in the
nothing right
fucking upper 70s or maybe low 80s.
now. Yeah, I mean, it is quite nice out right now.
Oh, it's amazing. I got in at like 5 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Nobody was awake at the house. I just slept outside with a hoodie, like a rain jacket over my legs.
Yeah.
I was just sleeping on some like, chairs and stuff with it. I'm not gonna wake anybody up if they're not awake.
Yeah,
Like, whatever.
makes sense.
I was so tired after driving straight that I was like, fuck it. I'll sleep good. And then the bird landed on the chair. It was like chirping. And I was like, oh, this is not okay.
Wow.
Like I'm not gonna rearrange my truck just so I can leave the seat back right now. Like
Dude, birds are loud as fuck right now.
dude,
They wake me up
so
every fucking
loud.
morning.
And it was like right next to me. Like I panicked, almost fell out of the chair
Oh.
because
Between 6:30 and 5:30, they wake up and they be like,
They be horny as fuck, man. They're looking
I
for
got a
them.
bunch of birds around my house.
hour into sleep and I walked around again and I was like, damn, nobody's there. All right, I'll send a text. And somebody responded. I was like, Joe, what's up? I was like, let me in. It's fucking cold outside.
It still gets kind of cold at night.
I mean, it's like 59 degrees. I mean, I left in like shorts and a t-shirt. So like
Yeah.
getting into town and it's 59 degrees. It was 88 when I left.
But it gets cold in Texas.
Yeah, but not this time of year.
No, you're right.
I mean, like I left at 9 o'clock and it was 89
Yeah,
degrees.
still, but what's the coldest it gets?
It'll get cold. Snow.
I mean, we have snow.
Yeah.
The last 3 years or the last 5 years has been wild. We've had more snow and ice than
Yeah.
I've seen in a long time. Shit.
I remember driving through there and it was
Austin
snow.
got hail last week. They had enough hail that they had to like shovel it out their driveway.
Shut up.
Swear to God, tripped me out. I never saw it when I lived there, but
Wow.
they had an ice storm so bad. But like I traveled up the driven in snow and ice that it doesn't bother me. So
The storms are
for like
They close-
everything was closed, but I'm gonna play golf with a couple other people I know that lived up north.
Long play, huh?
Restroom?
Yeah. Let me pick you up.
Can I get
Is
a
it-
water? Right up there?
Yeah, I'll grab you some water.
So,
Yeah, fucking the dogs and dog shit.
oh, they were so happy. Big old happy
The
puppies.
doggies. Yeah.
So how you been, Rudy?
Man, I've been okay, man, for an old guy, you know. Hanging in here, trying to sell my house and make some extra money and retire in the Philippines. Or semi-retire, I should say.
Fuck yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to get there for 2 years. I'm getting close. I'm real close. Real close. But I've never been there, so I'm going for two weeks to see if I like it. You know,
Oh, really?
I like what I see, and talking to her and stuff, but I gotta see it for myself.
Oh, yeah. Sure. You got to talk to the guy right next to you.
Yeah, that's it.
Even what a good timing to bring him over.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Everything I hear is encouraging so far. And I know the do's and the don'ts.
For sure, yeah. He was telling me, like, the first was over there, he was spending like $200 a month on rent and was living comfortably.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like, fuck it, I spent $400 and I was living like I was balling.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's like, dude, that's wild to think about.
That's right. It's a black guy out that does vlogging. He lives in Thailand. And he says, what the fuck are you doing? Still in the United States. So you come over here and live a lot cheaper.
You know?
I mean, you know, some things are expensive over there. You know, if you're made something made here in America, it's going to be expensive to buy it over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the food's so much better for you, fucking
And better, fresher,
cheaper.
cheaper. They got no chemicals and shit in them. You know what I mean?
Dude.
And all kinds of fruits and vegetables. My girlfriend was mentioning fruits I'd never heard of before that they have over there. And I love fruits. I can't wait to try out some new fruits, some new foods, period. Because the diet around here is limited like a motherfucker. phone. Yeah. Come on, come on. No, that's not what I want. Come on, dude, you can get it together. Come on, dude. Oh, there it is.
So happy. You can tell between the feet pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, oh my god. Touch me, let me lick you.
I love dogs.
I do too.
Wish I could take my dog everywhere I go, but I can't.
For sure.
I got a new job, a security job, and I could take my dog.
Oh,
I only work 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I got to do 12 hours on each one of them days. So, but I can take my dog, so that's cool. That's cool. So how long you gonna be here?
I think leaving Sunday or Monday.
Going back to Texas?
Going out to the island, Kelly's Island on Lake Erie.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah, a friend of ours' family has a cottage out there.
Yeah, you
They'll
mentioned
do a
that.
bunch of fishing and
You just having a great time, huh?
vacation 2 weeks.
Having a great time. Where's this island?
Just northeast of Sandusky, kind of by Cedar Point.
Oh, okay.
There's a little ferry southeast of Putin Bay. You know that?
I've been there.
Okay, yeah, we'll be there probably, I think,
I had a girlfriend that had
Thursday
a
or
house
Friday.
years ago.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that had a house on Putin Bay. You have to get on a ferry
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you go over there.
you can take a ferry from Kelly's Island over to there.
And then you're not supposed to drive a car out there, if I remember correctly. I don't know, you're not supposed to drive cars.
And,
They got
Putin Bay,
wagons and
Putin Bay, maybe.
Putin Bay, yeah.
Yeah, Kelly's Island, you can take your car.
Yeah, you can take your car to the island, but you can't drive around. You have to get a bike. They got carriages and shit.
Did you do one of these cups too? Is that from that Worlds or was that from a different Worlds? I can't remember. I stickered it up, so I can't see which one it is. But I'm pretty sure that's the Iowa one. I think we got it.
I think I have this one in the car, as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah.
I found it when I was doing something else, and I was like, "Where is this from?" I looked, I was like, well, "That's kind of fitting."
That was a fun Worlds.
I was.
Yeah, I enjoyed. I played way better at that one than I did the one before. And I got fucked. We got.
You played that warm up round, and you were like, "How does this guy keep eating my cookies and playing so good?"
Yeah.
So when me and Luke
So
Humphreys
eating the
came
cookies
here,
and playing
I
good.
saw him and he was playing M-Nats. I guess it was that year. But yeah, he gave me, he's like, "These are Ricky Bobby strength cookies." I fell asleep standing up and was happy I landed on a love seat. But like, I landed on a love seat with like just my torso on it. My whole body was like, my lower half like spread over the armrest. Almost under the ground. Like the people that were hosting us came in and were like, "Y'all were fucked up." I was like, "Yeah, we almost didn't make the players meeting or a couple other things." And I was like, dude, like it just hit me like out of nowhere, like a wall.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson just blindsides you when you come around a corner and you wake up somewhere. And I was like, I don't remember.
That Westlake was an interesting course. Did you ever play Westlake
I don't believe so.
in Iowa?
Is it not there anymore?
I think they took it out.
Oh, did they?
I'm pretty sure that
It was dope.
it was long, and it was like 95 degrees. And but he got to play early because he was good. Like I was like down here in the bracket, he was up here,
Mm-hmm.
so he played like earlier tee time.
When it's
I-
cooler.
Well, not even that. There was water. By the time we came around, like the back groups came around, there's no water left. So we're playing lawns in like 95 degree sweltering heat. And this course is like hard for pros. Like it's not like lawns.
a beast.
It's no joke, man. You got
Yeah.
325, 50 foot shot to literally a landing zone of
10, 15 feet.
not even that. I think it was like 6 foot.
Yeah.
It's like a 6 foot strip of land that runs across woods that are not woods you can putt out of. You go
I
in there,
got you. Yeah.
or you're in the water. That's your choice. Like it was like
It's a
got-
killer.
Yeah, dude, it was.
This is a year AJ won.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was. But then you play. There was other courses too that were just not like you played. They had the course with the 2 courses,
Yeah.
and the one was like some old ass course, so it felt like you were just like you're
How
playing.
about the course on the
One was on the one side and it was like nice. It had pin placements that could be moved around, and then it was newer. And then the old course, I forget what the fuck it was called, but it
Oh,
was,
Camden 1 and 2.
yeah, that's what it was. It was just horrible. It was not. But
Yeah, that pro course is monsters. That's where they play the. I think it was the pros played it 2 years ago on tour.
the other one,
Yeah,
yeah,
played
Didn't
that
they-
for one round, and then they played over at some new course at some big bomber.
that's the one too where they had the baskets that were like, it was a park course that played along a river and then across the street and then came back across, and they had baskets that were fucking like old school, wide mouth,
Yeah.
like shit chain. Like I saw a dude from, I'm not shitting you, no joke, 5 feet. Throw it into the basket. It went through all the chains and out the
On
other
the other
side.
side.
Yeah, and he didn't do it like this. It went straight, and it just somehow. Another time he did the same thing, except for he hit the fucking pole and it bounced out the front. So he missed like 2 10-foot putts in one round.
Those were rough days.
Dude, it was.
We've all had those days.
Huh. Shit. Yeah.
I've had those on good baskets, and you're like, it's one of those days, eh? And people are like, you're not mad about that? I was like,
What are you gonna do?
I was like, have you watched it?
It
though?
is what
It's
it-
happened like 9 times. Like,
It is what it is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm hitting the spots where I'm watching y'all stay in, and it's coming out too. So like, it's not like I'm not putting it where I want. But
Yeah.
It's just one of those days. Keep doing it right. Eventually, it's gonna work. You tell yourself that, but
And you hope it works.
I mean, winning a tournament's a lot more luck. Like, unless you're like autistic like Paul Macbeth, winning a tournament is pretty much like it's luck. A lot. There's so much luck involved, and just like I don't know. the
'cause everybody's
day.
got those skills.
Yeah, everyone's got. It's just the day, the wind, the tree, the branch, the little things that.
The environment.
Yeah, the environment, the whole, it's so much luck involved with the,
In that zone.
yeah, especially when you're not a pro. When you're a pro, it's different, because you're going up putting beforehand, you're putting afterwards, like, you don't miss putts because, well, you sometimes do.
Well,
because
if you're
what
a
you
pro,
say-
you're more skilled.
No, not necessarily.
Really? Well, what makes you a pro then?
You play and get paid money.
Right.
Yeah, the difference between a touring pro and a local pro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've played with pros, and some of them aren't very good.
Okay.
They're still
But
pros.
they're still pros.
Yeah, and then there's other ones, like
Well,
I said.
it's the
like
same thing with
Baptist.
regular golf, too. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all of them are paying a lot more money to play.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday golf.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It was fine when I was on the high school team. I got to play for free. I went to play in college. I went to play this shitty par 3, and it was like $40, and I was like, "Are you shitting me? And I have to walk it? Where's the car?"
Wow. $40, that's crazy.
Where's the cart?
So yeah, I was like, "All right, what's this disc golf thing y'all talking about? It's
Yeah.
free? All right, I
That's
like
why I
that."
did it. Because I could take my dog, put her down, put them down in a sit position, and just throw into a field and practice. I couldn't practice golf. It was too expensive to go to the driving range. And to be honest with you, a driving range doesn't really help unless you're hitting off grass. And most driving ranges don't have grass. Golf is disc golf. Go play fucking 15 times in one day and not pay a dime.
Bring your own water. Shoot, there's so many courses that are parks where you'll have 2 or 3 courses, and they'll bring you a cooler full of food and snacks.
Yeah, go
Drinks.
for it.
Go play around, go back, eat some shit, hang out, chill for a second, go play another round, come back, do it again
Yeah.
I could also play disc golf myself.
by yourself,
Oh, easily. I could go just
all the time.
go play a whole round, not music in, joint smoke. Usually I had a dog like MJ with me, but that was one of the reasons too. I can't play golf by myself. It feels weird. For one, most of the time they're gonna pair you up with somebody you don't know, and I don't want to be social. I just want to hit the fucking
We
ball.
hit the ball.
Actually, I want to practice more than like if I'm going by myself. It's about getting shit fine tuned.
Right. Yeah, a lot of days of doing that are over.
Really?
Yeah.
What days did
There's
you?
no-
there
there's
was
no-
no sports days for you.
You know what?
When? When you were 12?
No, man. I told you that
I mean, you were a fighter.
the guy I went to Alaska with, he was a professional golfer, and he lived in Sutton Pines, North Carolina. Some place per capita, they have more
Golf courses.
than anywhere else.
Okay.
And he used to teach it. So he taught me how to putt and how to drive. You know, I mean, other than that, I don't know shit about golf, you know. But he taught me how to do that. Yeah, I used to be able to really drive the ball a long way. I can't do that shit no more.
No, my dad also said he could throw a fucking full-size frisbee a long way too, but I don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I used to have that big black, they call it the black bomber. Big black frisbee, giant motherfucker. I could throw that motherfucker 2-3 blocks. Especially if you get the right wind, it will go forever.
I've seen it happen. I can't get those ones to do it. They flip too easy.
Well, this was a big, gigantic.
I know, they still flip too easy.
They're so unstable.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do.
When you throw a disc, it's completely different. You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
put torque into it.
Without a doubt.
Dude, Happy Gilmore 2 comes out what? Next weekend or is it next month?
I think it's July. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched the trailer yet. Does it look good?
It should be interesting.
I think it's
Isn't
gonna
that
be a
Adam
whole
Sandler?
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
And
be
his like
it's gonna be
John
good.
Daly's living in his garage.
Most of this shit
I'll leave it at that.
most of this shit is good.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed my Sandler. For sure.
See it, bring it back old school.
What's that one?
Like
One of
shooters
my
in it.
favorite was when his dad was the devil.
Little Mickey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, you know who brought
That's a
Dude,
classic.
Brandon brought that shit up today. Actually, caught me off guard. I was like, "Little Nicky, get the fuck out of here."
That's a
Who the
classic.
fuck is this? Because I was watching Ghost. Have you seen the show Ghost on CBS?
Yeah. Seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, that's one of my the only show on regular TV I watch nowadays.
Yeah.
Everything like
You call it regular TV?
yeah, because if you try to like watch like to give you an example of what regular TV usually is, not like Netflix or HBO, places where they can say whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to like pander to an audience that
Well, you're talking about antenna TV.
yes. Damn it, you made me lose my train of thought. I made me lose.
I was gonna say, I did.
made me lose my train of thought.
No, the bud made you lose your train of thought.
It may have.
Oh.
It's all about the bud, buddy.
Oh, so I took a job at the post office,
Nice.
delivering mail.
My buddy does that.
Yeah.
Or is he with UPS?
UPS.
It's it's all right. It's not. I mean, UPS pays more. I think. I think the guys at UPS got like 25 now an hour. We're in negotiations. We're gonna get a raise. I just don't know how much it is.
Which strain is this?
I haven't named it yet. It's. Oh no! Wait, I did. That's right. I keep saying that. A friend of mine who owns this company here gave me these seeds, and he's calling them Fantastic Voyage. That's what he's calling the seeds. I'm probably not
porn
gonna,
site years ago.
maybe. I'm probably not going to call it that because I don't like that name.
This is the name of.
But I don't know if I'm
A
going to keep
song.
it yet. I don't know if it's going to grow enough. And it tastes fine. It's not like, I don't know. It's not unique enough to really, I feel, take a permanent spot. Does that make sense? I mean, it tastes fine. It tastes like weed. It gets you high.
It'll get you real high, man. When I left here the other
Not
night,
low.
when I left here the other night, man, I was fucked up. You know how bad I was fucked up?
No. Huh.
I got lost going on.
Shut up.
I'm
It's
trying to
literally
tell
fucking
you.
one-
I'm trying to tell you.
It's a right turn, a right turn, a right turn.
No, no,
A
that
left
was
turn.
that wasn't what it was.
Actually, another right turn if you just go down to the
No,
other-
no, no. I know where all the turns are. But I'm driving along, and I look. I say, what direction am I going in?
Which direction were you going?
I was so high, I couldn't recognize him.
Oh yeah, 'cause Tom had come by. That's right. I forgot. We did a show where we tried a bunch of we didn't smoke whole joints, but we smoked like 5 joints or 6 joints in a row where it was trying different stuff.
I was fucked up. Fucked up.
So it was a lot of different variety. 'Cause I had like 5 seedlings I cut down, or no, 4 seedlings that were all different in slightly different ways. This one was like, that one's the most different. It's Deadhead and Purple Punch, and it's like fruity-ish.
Is this a hybrid?
Yes, this one is blows. So it's like a OG crossed with the Blozer. I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. He gave it to me. He was like, here's some seeds. So I popped a couple of them. I got one from them. That one is my Deadhead, which is my main one. That one right there. And I crossed that with a Purple Punch that I had a while back, and I just tried it again. It's the first time growing it. Wasn't very good yielding, but I'm gonna try it again because it's got some uniqueness to it.
It does.
So I can see if I can get something else out of it.
Yeah.
But I won this in February, no, March. Won this in March for my Fuego, yeah, which is a Deadhead cross with an 18 that I did. Which I have other seeds of too, like this one here. This is Deadhead 18, number 1. Fuck. Yes, number 1.
Number 1, fuck.
Number 1.
Fuck.
I'm just trying to make sure I remember which one it is, because I don't want to. There are 2 of them over there, and I got to make sure number 1 gets cloned and not, because that one seemed to have better buds. But it was only grown in a 1 gallon, so it's like just my kind of little tester thing. You see how she looked?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she's a little leafy, but that's because of the 1 gallon, I think. I think
It's not that neat.
it's not, but you know I'm hyper.
It is a little though, you're right.
Here, I'll take it off your head. It's too leafy for you.
I have another one that I named after because I know you're excited about the Rockets. They might go after Durant. They seem to
Be
be
sick.
doing all
I
right.
got
but-
everybody else from that sick Oklahoma team that somehow didn't win the championship.
Oh yeah.
Westbrook, we've had
Yeah,
Harden.
yeah.
It
That's
was like,
true.
dude, why didn't we get Durant from the beginning since he literally went to school in Texas?
Yeah.
Grew up in Texas, like that.
He was a Longhorn, wasn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The first Longhorn that couldn't do the bench test.
They couldn't do it.
He couldn't pass it.
He's so skinny.
Dude,
He was so
he was like
good.
130
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah.
at Texas.
Yeah.
But you knew
Uh,
coming out he was,
He was dominant, but
dude.
yeah, he's the first player that's ever been allowed to play on the basketball team. And all of his bench test is 135 10 times. It's not a hard test. He couldn't do it once.
No, get out of here. Are you
But he
serious?
still scored like 24 fucking points a game.
I mean,
They didn't
that
make-
don't take strength. That takes finesse.
Skill, yeah. Because
Yeah.
he was, the thing is he was a guard. So from what I understand, he was, 6'2", 6'3", whatever, and he like was a really good guard, and then shot up to like 6'10".
Oh, okay.
And the weight eventually caught up to a point. I mean, he got bigger, but he never really. He's still
Not
skinny as
really,
hell.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still a really skinny guy.
Like that minute bull.
No, not that skinny.
Yeah, 'cause he's skinny as fuck, wasn't he?
Yeah, that dude was different skinny.
Yeah.
Like Wembenyama's that skinny, so is Chet. But those guys are like 7'4", 7'5". They say Wembenyama's like 7'6" now. They think. Yeah, he's got an 8-something fucking wingspan. Like, he just stands there and like does this, and it's, what are you gonna do? You can't stop him either, because he can just come up here like this, and you just stand there. You can be 10 foot tall. Not 10, but But I named one after Cunningham because we actually got a superstar, I think.
Well,
So I grew one. I got another one I call the Cunningham.
I like that.
Yeah, the Cunningham's good. It's
Because he was strong. Very,
a little different, and it's got like an earthy funk
very strong.
instead of the gassy funk, I guess you would say. I got with a lot of stuff. Fuego's like a lemon lime funk. Gas, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah, you do. What?
What do you?
Nothing.
I don't know. You're standing there looking weird. Hold the phone.
He's showing me art.
Oh yeah, he's showing his art. Okay. He's all. Oh, sorry, I didn't wear a shirt. I was going to, but they're still a little stiff to wear in this weather.
Okay.
They're a little thick.
Is it done? No, I think that's
The last one.
I think that's the last one.
That's cool. I like the patterns and colors.
Thank you.
I've seen some similar art in a museum in Colorado. I forget the name, but yeah, all sorts of really trippy,
Yeah.
great to go on acid.
Yeah, I go into a trance and I do them.
You hear that one fucking cat? God damn it. Alright,
That's
enough
your
shit. I know, and he's a fucking whine ass. Every morning I gotta let him down here. He comes down. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to smoke though.